So my colleague Sanjay recently built this Netpicker CLI tool, which is ideal if you prefer the command line for interacting with Netpicker. So it's published on PyPy, and you can install it using pip, but I prefer to use it using UV. So with this UVX command, you can run it and you can try it out. So it has some options to list devices, backups, compliance results, and it can even do a little bit of device management, like removing and adding devices. So I've connected this to my development environment using these environment variables, where you have to set your Netpicker base URL, your tenant, and your API token. And you can find your base URL here. Your tenant is this one, in your case probably default, and your API token you can generate using admin API tokens. And once you have set this up, you can do commands like netpicker devices, and it will give you suggestions on what to do. So in this case, the available commands are list, show, create, and delete. So I can do devices list, for example, and I get back the first results of my devices in my dev environment, and you can see we've got plenty of platforms here. If I want to show devices for a single tag, I can do, for example, tag mockit, and I just get the devices which have a tag mockit. So since you can also create and delete devices here, it's very ideal to use it in a CI/CD environment where you can run CLI scripts. So to automatically, for example, remove a device if it's not, if you offboard it, or how do you decommission it, or add a device to Netpicker if you onboard it. So what I also find super handy is our config search that's listed in backups, and then you need to specify search, backup search. Let's look at the help function, and I need to specify the queue parameter. So if I do it, for example, queue and then no IP HTTP server, now it will go look for all my device configurations for the string no IP HTTP server and return me the host names, the IP addresses, the lines of the config where this is found, and the results. So you see I've got a bunch of devices which have this string in the config. So I suggest you check it out. There's documentation on the GitHub page to set it up, and we have a knowledge base article called Getting Started with the Netpicker CLI, which explains you what you can do with it. Have fun!